So this is my very first YouTube video that I'm posting, and I am doing this for everyone who has ever asked me how I do my twist outs. It's for everyone who stopped me in the store, at work, and those on Instagram who wanted to know how I get this done. So it's Saturday. I generally do my hair on the weekends, and it'll last a whole week. And I'm gonna wash my hair and I'll take you through the steps so that you can get similar results. This is starting on a wash and go. I did this probably 4 days ago. When I do wash and goes, I tend to just do them twice a week. And when I do twist outs, I do it once a week. So I'm hoping that I don't have to touch up my hair throughout the week, just twist every night. We shall see, but I'm going to shampoo and condition with Shea Moisture, and I'll deep condition. I'll sit under the dryer for about 20 minutes and let my hair really get a really good conditioning. And then when I come back, my hair is going to be soaking wet from just rinsing the conditioner out. So I will check back with you in a bit. Okay, so I'm back. I've just shampooed and conditioned my hair. I still have the conditioner on, and let me show you what I used. I used this line by Shea Moisture. Love it. It is very moisturizing. If you want your hair to be moist and luscious and juicy all week, you need to start with a great palette. And so I find that this line by Shea Moisture does the job. It gives me a week's worth of great moisture. But what I also wanted to say is that I detangle in the shower. I detangle with shampoo and conditioner on my hair, and after I have lots of conditioner, this is how much hair. I read the comments of other people's YouTube videos. People always want to know how much shedding is normal. So this is how much hair came out when I detangled my whole head. This is my natural curl pattern. It is very loose compared to what you saw, but this is it. Many different curl patterns. I forgot to mention that I add this oil, this Ojan Rare Blend Oil, Total Hair Therapy. I add this on top of my deep conditioner before I get under the dryer. It just adds to the moisture level. You got to shake it up really, really well. I'm using this as a test because I normally use Moroccan oils, argan oil, which is a staple. I think if you have colored hair, damaged hair, it's really something you should look into. But I'm trying to, you know, save the coins. Girl boss here. So you gotta find what's on sale, and this was on sale at Ulta, and I'm just using it. Then I'm gonna put this cap on and sit under the dryer for about 20 to 30 minutes. Not too long. I don't condition all day. Who has time for that? Who does that? Just hit it and quit it. So see you in a bit. Bye. Okay, so I'm back. The conditioner and oil, it's all washed out. My hair feels very, very soft. And I do not leave any deep conditioner or anything in my hair. I don't play those games. It irritates my scalp. So everything gets rinsed out. So I will show you my two favorite leave-ins. It is the Kinky Curly Knot Today, tried and true, 10 years running, and the Wrecking Extreme Anti-Snap. Love this stuff. I have colored hair. It's fine. It easily breaks. And so the Wrecking Extreme line is a hair savior. It's why I don't have a lot of shedding or breakage, and why my curl pattern is still pretty tight. So it is my hair savior. So I like to start off with the anti-snap, and I just scrunch all the water out my hair, and then I take a towel, put it over. That's me drying my hair, by the way. That's the extent of the hair drying. So I use this a good amount, and I just put it all over my hair, especially on the ends that tend to snap. I have 2 bottles. I always buy this from Ricken. Buy one, get one. Every BOGO, I go buy more of this line. So I love Ricken products in general. They do wonders for my hair. So, okay. I scrunch it all the way through. And then on top of that, I tend to use this, but because I am in the mode of using up products, I'm going to use the AG Hair Cosmetics Moisture Fast Food. This I bought at a liter sale probably a year and a half, 2 years ago. It is bae. Like, it $13 for a liter, and it lasts a really long time. I love it. So I tend to put my leave-in all over my hair like I would regular conditioner. I don't go in like section by section or anything. I do lift the hair up, making sure every part, front and back, gets conditioner, but no, I don't like part it and stuff. And this is generally how I do my hair. For any style though, if I'm gonna wear 2 twists, if I'm gonna wear a wash and go, whatever, this is the basis for my hair. It doesn't change ever. From here, I could just put on a styler and leave the house and wear a wash and go for 3 days. But instead, I'm gonna do a twist out because people ask for it. I part my hair at this moment exactly how I plan to wear my hair for the entire week. I don't start putting product and then move it and all of that stuff. So I have a very weird haircut right now that I'm still trying to grow out. And because of that, my parts go generally in the same spot when I'm doing a twist out. When I do a wash and go, I kind of, you know, or any other kind of style, I'll do it all different ways. But for twists, they're gonna go just like this, because the front of my hair is so freaking short and it's much shorter than the back. So if I did a wash and go, I would just add product to this and walk out the house. This is my curl pattern. So people always ask, what is your curl pattern? It's nappy. That's what it is. I don't know what else to tell you. So I do the 4 sections, but they probably aren't as even or as people think. I'm not real meticulous. The basis of a good twist out is making sure your hair is moisturized and that you have a good palette. So I'm gonna clamp all of these sections together, and I always work on the front left first. I comb it through, start at the ends. This is how I do my hair. There are no secrets to this. It's no magic potion. Just make sure your hair is always moisturized. I go through with a Denman. Getting close. This is me distributing my leave-ins through my hair. I'm not gonna take 30 hours to do this because ain't nobody got time for that. In the front of my hair, I make 2 sections, and I am going to layer the product just like I layer the leave-ins. I use 2 products. I use a lot of products. To me, it's not about the product, but one staple I have for my twist out, just like this leave-in is generally a staple, and this leave-in is a staple. This provides great moisture when doing a twist out. And when you use heat, especially to set it, it just makes the hair so moist. Freaking hair everywhere. The second product that I've been using up, again, it was on sale, was this Mizani Moisture Stretch. Love this stuff. I'm running out. I'm really low. So I'm not really dedicated or loyal to a brand. I use what works. But I use 1 squeeze of that lotion per section or per twist. I massage it through my hair, especially my ends, because my hair is colored from dark to light. And I really want to make sure my ends do not snap, crackle, pop. So I do that. I hold it. And then I use the moisture stretch all the way through. Just a dollop, like this amount. I take the Denman again, I comb my hair through, and then I flat twist the front. I will say the front of my hair is the tightest curl pattern that I have. The back is pretty loose. It's extremely loose, actually. So I call this my rough and tough on the side. I know people gonna be like, girl, that ain't rough and tough, you don't know it. Hey, maybe I don't, but it gives me the blues. So it's rough and tough in my head. You can see the white here. I have product all over my hands. This is normal. I do this every weekend. I know some people don't use a lot of products, but I like my hair to be really moist. I have a tin of pins, and I take the pin and I hold down the section, and that's a twist. I'm gonna do my whole hair like this, but I'll show you this again. Comb it through. The best tip I have here is make sure your hair is so detangled. No snags, no kinks, no nothing. And the layering of the product keeps the hair so moist. This is my front. This is the part that gives me the blues. It is utterly frizzy. It is the most porous part of my hair. So I tend to flat twist this part because it gives more definition. The back is wavier already, so I don't really need to do that. I just do regular twists. But this is what it looks like. I twist. I use a pen. This is what it looks like. I'll show you the back section on this side. So I take about as much hair as I want at the back and then the top. So the top I want more voluminous, so I pin that to the side. Every section gets cut into two. And then, again, I use a bigger squeeze. My back section is bigger, but I put lots of moisture, especially on the ends of my hair. The back of my hair is not colored, so it's just very black. Which is why the front is more porous. I'll use a little more. I'm not shy with my product. It took me a long time to do this video because normally I do this naked, like with no clothes on. So, yeah, I never really wanted to change it up or whatever. So, I get about 1 twist worth of hair. So that back section was 4. It may look like 4 sections. I end up normally doing 3 twists on each side. Then I take the moisture stretch. I start at the root and I go all the way down. Making sure my hair is nice and moist. And you'll know it is when it curls up. If your hair doesn't curl up, and you have curly hair, let me say that. If you have curly hair and it's not curly, if it's coily and it's not coiling, get a trim. Check the health of the hair. Go to a professional. I go to professionals all the time. 1 for my hair coloring, 2 for my trims. I'll turn and see. I just do regular twists. This is not rocket science. There are no tricks to this. You just want to make sure your hair is nice and moist the whole time. And take even pieces of hair on the left and the right so you don't tend to run out of hair on one side compared to the other. My hair shrinks a lot, so it's probably going to end up somewhere above my neck. It's about 102 degrees today, so I don't mind that at all, to be honest. I'm going to put some more hair here. Let's see. I try to make 3 even sections. In the end, I'm always left with 10 twists generally. I guess I should say. Never more that it gets to be too many. I like mine to spring up and be kind of fat because my hair, if I have too many, is gonna come out looking pretty stringy. And that's not what I want. I want juicy twists. So this is how I do it. And then I take a little moisture stretch. This is on wet hair. I do it on wet hair or on damp hair. I tend not to do my twists on dry hair, especially if I want them to last during the week because I don't get great definition. So I need the water and then I need it to set in that way. So this is all I'll show you, and then I'll check back when I'm finished doing my whole head. So see you in a bit. So I wanted to come back on and show you how I ensure that the health of my hair is maintained in between salon visits and trims. So I've been wearing a wash and go. I found a couple single strand knots and I clip them. I have some hair cutting shears. Eek. I actually have a couple pair. And so I will, this is my other pair. I only use these for my hair. But I just clip them out of the way. Then, okay, I am back. I'm finished with my twist. And this is generally what I do on Saturdays. I have these twists. I'll show you in the back. And I go about my business. I wear a scarf and a hat. So if you see me on Saturdays and you're like, she always wearing hats, or even on Sundays, sometimes I go to church, I don't feel like untwisting my hair, I'll put a scarf on, I'll put on a nice fly hat, and everybody's like, oh, your hat looks so nice, and they don't know it's because I didn't feel like taking my twist out. I never leave my twist in for longer than 2 days because my hair will get stringy. They won't be as fat and juicy. They tend to get stretched as the days go on, and I don't like that look. I want my twist out to be very bouncy. And since I did it on wet hair, it'll be similar to my natural curl pattern, just elongated and frizz-free. I will retwist every night, and at night I will use this Shine Pomade by Carol's Daughter. Or if I had some, my favorite product to twist my hair with is Carol's Daughter Healthy Hair Butter. It is butter and oil and everything you need to keep your twist moist during the week in one jar, and I love it. This is a nice substitute, especially if your hair tends to get a little frizzy. Again, it's like 102 degrees in the H right now, so it could get frizzy. And that's generally what I do. If I feel like it's starting to get dry, I will reapply some of this. These two. It's a winning combo. That's all I do for my twists. But when I do finally take them out, I'll come back on and I'll show you. Right now, I'm going to get some grub, run some errands, go to Ulta. See you later. All right, so it is Sunday morning and I'm doing my hair for church. I am running late, but that's nothing new. And I'm just gonna put my Ocean oil on my twists. And shake this oil up. It's the same one that I used yesterday. And I just put it all over. And then I just, nothing fancy. I start at the bottom and I untwist my hair with the oil on my hands. My hair will get weighed down if I use too much oil, so my hands are not coated and I'm just really using my fingertips. So I'm just gonna untwist. In the front where it was flat twisted, you have to be careful not to make them frizzy, because flat twists tend to get frizzier faster on my hair. Just on mine. I don't know what your hair does, but in mine, you have to be really careful. So I'm just untwisting like so. And then when I'm finished, I will come back for the fluffing. So I'm back, all the twists are out. I will tell you, my hair is not dry in the back, but that's no surprise. My hair is highly porous and it takes forever to dry. If I was not gonna be on stage at church today, I would have actually just left my twist in and worn a hat to church, to be honest. But this is what I do. If my twists are not all the way dry, I barely manipulate them. Like this section up here is not dry. I barely manipulate them. And then I just kind of make the dry sections cover it. So that's all the fluffing. Very light on day one because I want this to last a week. So what I will do is just barely separate, like maybe 2 or 3 times, and then I just go to the next twist. And a good twist out is all about moisture, and it's about making sure they're dry, which mine are really not. Making sure they just look really moist and define. This one is dry, so don't overly fluff again or separate the twist, because that can lead to frizz, especially if they're not 100% dry. And I want mine to get bigger over the week, so that's what I'll do. The front of my hair, where I had the flat twist in, you can see it's already separated. That's the beauty of the flat twist. So I don't really do much on that section. Then I take a comb like this or a pick. I couldn't find my Afro pick. And I just fluff the roots and try to cover up where I had the parts. This is pretty dry. This is how I do my twist out. Fix this. It will look better once it dries, I promise. And then I'll finish it with this spray for shine. And there we go. This is how I plan to wear my hair this week. And I'll twist every night and add product as necessary. I add very little water over the week. And I should just do multiple styles with it, pin it back, pin it up, and go from there. So I will probably just take a final picture once it looks how I want it to look. And yeah, my very little fluffing, because my twists were already done with how I wanted them to. And it accentuates the color. So this is how I do my twist outs every week. Have a good week.